Hi, everybody. It's Sunny, and I'm back with your weekly angel card reading for the first week of April. I just can't believe how fast this year has been gone by. It's really crazy and scary. We're already in the fourth month of the year. And this week, I wanted to work with the Mermaids deck by Doreen Virtue. I love this deck because I love mermaids and I love dolphins. And it's just so perfect. And I shuffled the deck already, and I already drew the cards to save time. And it's a really exciting, empowering week ahead, like really positive messages. It starts off the week by reminding you to receive, allowing yourself to receive. A lot of us, myself included, have struggled receiving, especially if we've been giving and we're naturally givers by nature. It can be really hard for us to receive, but this card from the angels and the mermaids want to remind you that it's time for you to receive, and you don't need to feel ashamed or guilt or awkward or bad about it. It's your birthright to receive. And tapping is really great to clear out those blocks to receiving, actually, if you need help with that. And also they want to affirm that if you've been receiving a lot of synchronicity lately, whether it's seeing angel numbers or just seeing how things are lining up for you, whether it's through social media, through other people, or other signs from the angels like butterflies or white feathers and coins. If you've been seeing a lot of coins lately, that's also another sign from the angels, or a deceased loved one too. So the more you notice the synchronicities, the more you'll attract them, because the more you focus on them, the more you'll bring them about. And they said, like, this is another way they're answering your prayers is from the synchronicities. It could be conversations with other people, that a message they said that triggers something like, ooh, I feel like I needed to hear that kind of feeling. That could also be another form of synchronicity. Or also a book that's been repeated to you more than 3 times by different sources. That means you need to read that book. That same book title by the same author keeps coming up over and over. You really need to get that book. Or a class you need to take, or a workshop. The angels will make sure you get the message if they need to tell it through 20 million different people in 20 million different ways. Take this as a sign that you really should start acting on it. Because it will help, because there's usually something in that book or in that class that helps you with your personal development and growth. And also, this card came up, wait. And what came up for me when I tuned into this card, I don't know if you can see it, is to reflect. Just take the time to tune into your intuition and reflect. No need to rush, even though our ego has this tendency to accentuate the sense of urgency and like make us feel rushed, like we need to act. Now is not the time for that rushed action. You need to reflect, tune into your intuition, see what feels right for you, then go from an inspired action, not from a place of fear. This is what this card brought up for me, for you in this reading. So just wait. You don't need to rush in, because like fear-based action is not productive at all. In fact, it's counterintuitive. It won't bring you the results that you want. However, inspired action from a place of desire, motivation, inner fire, that will bring productive results. And this card, Break Free, comes up. It's time to let go of those limiting beliefs and blocks you've been holding, that you've picked up on as a kid, that no longer serve you. And it's time to free yourself from them, either by hiring a coach who does inner work like me. I do inner work. I'm not a business coach. I'm a life coach for women. And I help them remove their blocks and stuff. And whether it's me or another coach that you resonate with and feel connected to, get someone to help you remove these blocks and try different avenues and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Like I mentioned, maybe through that workshop you've been getting nudges about to join, or maybe a spiritual group for personal development. That too also helps because you're in a community and you're making new like-minded friends. All these help. Not doing just one, doing like all these actions together will magnify the results. And this card, even though it seems counterintuitive to the other card, wait, what came up for this card, ready, set, go, is to act from a place of inspired action, like I've mentioned, not from a place of fear. Now is a perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desires. When you embrace your heart's desires, you're coming from a place of love, not fear, and from an intuitive nudge. You're guided by your intuition in this card, not from fear. So this is where it's okay to take action. When you've reflected on it, here in this card it says, bide your time and reflect. And this card, after you've reflected and you've tuned into your intuition, now is the time to act on your heart's desires. This is an awesome card to show up for this week. Divine magic. Extra magical energy is surrounding you right now, so miracles are bound to happen this week for you. Whether it's big miracles or small miracles, it depends on your amount of resistance to receiving miracles. Because on some level, if we're not receiving miracles, it's because we're blocking them or we're afraid of receiving them. I know it doesn't make sense, but if you're feeling unworthy and you have difficulty receiving, then it's harder for you to receive miracles, but that's where tapping comes in to help you, or meditation, hypnotherapy, past life regression. It could be a past life issue that's blocking you to receive. And just letting you know, this week is a magical week because a lot of magical miracles are coming. And this is a nice card to reassure you this week that all your loved ones are protected and safe from heaven. And like the divine magic, this card, Alchemy, comes up. You have the Midas touch right now. Every project you begin turns to gold. So if you have projects for your business or your personal life that you've been wanting to do, that you've been procrastinating on, well, this week is a really good week to take action on it from an inspired place and know you're fully supported and you have what it takes to do it and go forward with it. And in alignment with that, another card came up. It was a huge message that came up this week. I asked the angels how many cards want to come out, and it was just like I was drawn to these cards. They wanted to reassure you that the worst is over and positive new experiences are on the horizon. If you've been going through a long, dark phase in your life and you feel like it's never ending and you'll never see the light, this card comes to you to reassure you that no, the worst is over and it's just memories in the mind that make it seem real and alive because they're so active and they're triggering you emotionally. But it's just a memory, and a memory cannot hurt you, even though it hurts you emotionally, but you're not a part of that experience anymore. And so it is safe for you to move into the future and move into the present. First, move into the present and know that you are safe and protected. And you're watched over, and good things are to come from those challenges. Even though it doesn't seem like it right now, I completely understand how you feel. But they are reassuring you that the worst is over and that a new dawn for you is coming, filled with divine magic. And lastly, they remind you how that empowerment is your birthright too. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. You're more powerful than you realize. It is safe for you to be powerful. Now, your ego will talk you out of believing that. But you really are powerful. And your ego and your inner child are afraid of your own power. But it's okay. It's who you truly are by nature, not this small self. You are powerful. We are extensions of non-physical source. I mean, like the Bible says, like we are made in the image and likeness of God. And what that means, like tying it in with Abraham Hicks, we are extensions of non-physical, which means source, God. We're just like God in a physical body with our own personality and all that. And it is our divine right to tune into that empowered part of us. And that's what I do as a coach. I help women be in their power. That's my drive. I'm so excited that this card came up. Well, I hope you really like the reading for this week. I'm sorry I uploaded it so late in the week this week. But I just needed a day off yesterday. I was out of town in the weekend, but I'm back and I'm happy to keep going and sharing these weekly angel reading videos with you. Have a good one.